Paramount announces the classic teen comedy Clueless to come to 4K this summer. Lilo and Stitch also gets a 4K announcement from Disney. The new Bong Joon-ho movie Mickey 17 gets an official announcement and release date from Warner Brothers. Arrow Video has delayed the upcoming Fistful of Dollars 4K box set. It looks like somebody let the dogs out as 4K restorations of Dogma and Dog Day Afternoon are being worked on by Lionsgate and Warner Brothers. And the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K box set may be more special than we think. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media Channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 258. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And look, we've got some stuff to talk about today, guys. We got some stuff that's gonna blow your socks off. Okay, well, maybe not that big, but we definitely got some cool things to talk about. Before we get into it, guys, hit the subscribe button. Okay, I see you people out there. Okay, you people that you click on my videos, you watch them, you enjoy them, but you don't hit subscribe. I would appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. Also, I see you people out there that watch and enjoy my content that don't hit the like button, and I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. Sorry, I'm being so forceful today, guys, but I need you guys to hit subscribe and like. Okay, I need that. Also, guys, comment down below of everything that we discussed here today on the Physical Media Report, episode 258, guys. That's big. I've been doing this for a long time. 258. That's crazy, guys. As you can tell, I'm in a mood today. But comment down below, guys, of everything that we discuss here today. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets those juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below. Okay. Let's get into it, guys. We have got rumors to talk about today, guys. And these rumors, again, they're rumors, but they're very heavy indication that these are probably going to be happening. But since we don't have official announcements yet, I lumped them in to the rumor category. And the first one is Dog Day Afternoon. Now, I will add that I predicted that this would come to 4K in 2025. I did a video about this early on in the year. So this would be another prediction that came true, guys. And I think another one was Clueless, which we'll talk about later, and also Brazil. So a lot of my predictions are coming true, guys. But Dog Day Afternoon will be coming to 4K at some point. There is a 4K restoration being worked on by Warner Brothers as of right now. Now, I would assume that Warner Brothers would probably be putting this one out themselves, but who knows? This could be one that they license to Criterion. I do think that Criterion would be the only label they would license it to. I mean, they just licensed Mean Streets to Criterion, and they've done several other titles over the years as well. But I kind of think that they would consider Dog Day just a little bit higher echelon of a film to put out. And I do think that they might do it themselves. I could see them seeing Dog Day Afternoon as kind of like an Amadeus. And it is, I believe it would be the 50th anniversary of the film because the movie came out in 1979 or 1975. Sorry, guys. Directed, of course, by the legendary director Sidney Lumet. I think this is one of Al Pacino's best performances. I freaking love this movie. I think it's fantastic. I watched it for the first time like 4 years ago, and it just blew my mind how good the movie was. And I would love to see this movie in 4K. I've actually been holding off on buying the Blu-ray for a very long time because I just knew that this one would come to 4K at some point. So I could see Warner Brothers putting this one out themselves, maybe doing a nice steelbook, probably a nice overseas UK edition. But I could also just as easily see it coming from the Criterion Collection. I could see it being a big November announcement from them. But yeah, Warner Brothers is working on the restoration. They put this out there. They are working on it. And again, the only question as of right now is, who is it? Who exactly is it coming from? Criterion or Warner Brothers? I really don't think that they would give it to anybody else other than Criterion. But let me know your thoughts on that. Dog Day Afternoon. What do you think of the film? Are you excited for the 4K? Let me know in the comment section below. Next up, guys, is Dogma. Okay, so Dogma has been long out of print on Blu-ray. I actually don't own it on Blu-ray. I was very lucky a subscriber sent it to me on DVD, so I do have it in the collection because I was kind of losing my mind that I didn't own the film. I used to have like the Bible, like special edition DVD set back in the day, and I sold all my DVDs because I was an idiot like 8 years ago. And I regret it ever since, but I used to have that like nice Bible edition box set. It was like the Buddy Christ edition or something like that back in the day. but I haven't owned Dogma since. And then I tried to buy it on Blu-ray. I was like, wait a second, this is out of print. What is going on? So, I mean, Kevin Smith, he lost the rights to Dogma to Harvey Weinstein for a long time, and he was trying to wrestle the rights back. He finally got the rights back. So Kevin Smith is now in ownership of the film Dogma, and Kevin Smith is actually re-releasing the film in theaters on June the 5th. He's taking the movie on tour. He's going to, I believe there's a website, a Dogma website right now, and they will show you like the cities that he's touring Dogma in. And this tour, this new theatrical showing of Dogma, is supposed to be with the new 4K restoration. So you would assume that if there is a new 4K restoration of Dogma out there, that they are working on a physical version, because Kevin Smith, I think, is all about the physical media as well. He's done like interviews and stuff and introductions with Arrow Video for Mallrats. So I think Kevin Smith is a fan of physical media, and he knows the importance of physical media. So I couldn't imagine him just putting this in theaters and not giving it a physical release, especially since that Blu-ray has been out of print for as long as it has. But yeah, so the 4K restoration is going on tour, and it's going to be in theaters starting on June the 5th. And Kevin Smith is touring this in a variety of different cities. Again, I'll try to remember to link that website down below, but there is a Dogma website that has all the information on where he's touring the film. But again, I would assume that a physical version is coming from. Now, I don't know if Kevin Smith would maybe license this potentially to a boutique label like an Arrow Video, since he's worked with them on Mallrats, because from my understanding, like, he's in full ownership of the movie of Dogma. So, I mean, he might put it out through Lionsgate since he has a relationship with them as well. So it could come out Lionsgate Steelbook. But I would assume that when this comes out, there's going to be new features, again, a new 4K restoration. They'll also have the Blu-ray. They may put the Blu-ray back in print just in case you're not a fan of the 4K. But I would assume there's going to be all the editions of Dogma when it finally comes out. Big special edition, box set, Steelbook, standard edition. I would assume that they would put this out and give it the treatment, because this is one that people have been waiting for to own for like a long time, especially on high definition, because that Blu-ray, I think, is going for like $150 to $200 on eBay or something. Like, it's something crazy like that. So yeah, hopefully this year at some point we will be getting an announcement for a actual physical 4K of Dogma, and that one is for sure long awaited. So that's the rumors, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the actual news and announcements, ones that we have actual information and confirmation that they are coming out at some point in the very near future. And the first one that we're going to start with is Lilo and Stitch coming to 4K, guys. So this, of course, is a Disney animated film from, I think, 2001 or 2002. This one came out. I was a little bit too old because I was like a freshman or sophomore in high school when this came out. So I really wasn't watching. I was too cool to watch Disney animated films at that point in my life. So I never really checked this one out. I've still never seen it, not even with my kids. So I don't really have a nostalgia for this movie, but this one's coming out from Disney. Of course, probably to coincide with the live action release. They're going to take advantage of that and, of course, sell more copies because people will be interested in the older version when the newer version comes out. But this is coming out on May the 6th. And I think the newer movie's coming out in May or June or something. So again, it's going to be like right in line with the newer version that's coming out. This is a fully restored by Disney Animation team, or this is fully restored by the Disney Animation team with HDR and Dolby Vision. There's going to be Dolby Atmos as well, guys. Dolby Atmos on Lilo and Stitch. Are you freaking excited for that? And there's all kinds of special features as well from what I was seeing. So yeah, when Disney actually does it, they tend to do it pretty big. And this is a slipcover version from what I'm seeing. There's no steelbook as of right now. So it seems like Disney, and again, because Sony is doing their stuff, it seems like Disney and Sony are kind of on the same page now. Their release strategy, how they release stuff, is kind of pretty much in sync at this point. And what I mean by that is Sony, for a while now, I'd say for the past like 2 or 3 years, they've either been doing a steelbook of a 4K restoration from their back catalog, or they've been doing a slipcover of a 4K restoration from their back catalog, the old Columbia Pictures, old Sony titles, and stuff like that. They rarely do both. You know, they do one or they do the other. Like So I Married an Axe Murderer got a slipcover. Steel Magnolia got a slipcover. Fright Night got a steelbook. You know, recently we got Panic Room, just got a steelbook only. The Social Network got a steelbook only. Taxi Driver got a steelbook only. So it feels like it's steelbook or it's slipcover, and I think they're doing the same thing with the Disney titles, because we just got Tombstone steelbook only, now Lilo and Stitch slipcover only. Now it is possible that they could announce a steelbook later on down the line for Lilo and Stitch, depending on how much it sells, but I don't know if that's like too likely at this point. But are you excited for Lilo and Stitch on 4K, guys? Let me know that in the comment section below. I'm not, but I don't have nostalgia for it. Maybe I'll get it, and maybe we'll watch it as a family before the new one comes out to get my kids excited for it. But I don't know, guys. Again, I just don't have that built-in nostalgia, but I know it's a big one for a lot of people. A lot of people really love Lilo and Stitch. Next up, guys, we got Mickey 17. Coming out from Warner Brothers. Now, we talked about Mickey 17 before. The pre-orders have been up on Groove, but we didn't have a release date. The release date is officially on May the 13th. You're getting a 4K, you're getting a Blu-ray, you're getting a DVD as well, and a 4K Steelbook. This is going to have Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision, and HDR, and it's going to have 3 special features to go on this release as well. So I don't know, guys. I saw the trailer for this. It did not look great to me. I'm going to get it from Warner Brothers, so I may actually do a 4K review for this on the channel when it comes out. But I mean, it's a Bong Joon-ho movie. I'll always give a Bong Joon-ho movie a chance, but Parasite is by far, like, to me, his best film. And all of his other stuff is just kind of gets a little bit too kooky for me. And I feel like Mickey 17 is going to be along those same lines. But yeah, I think some people enjoyed it. I think it was generally like positively reviewed in the theater. So let me know if you're excited for Mickey 17 coming out on physical media. Always good to have a new film come out on physical media, because not every new movie gets a physical release anymore, guys. But yeah, Mickey 17, if you're excited for it, let me know in the comment section below. Here's one that I think a lot of people are going to be excited for, especially the crowd that got crazy for Mean Girls coming to 4K, and that is Clueless is coming to 4K Steelbook from Paramount sometime in July. Now, Paramount, they're kind of doing the same thing now as well. Like it's sometimes it's a slipcover, sometimes it's a steelbook, but they will still from time to time do both. Like Major League came out last year, got a 4K, got a 4K steelbook. Footloose, also the same 4K steelbook. But sometimes they'll just do the steelbook. And it looks like with Clueless, they are just doing the steelbook, because as of right now, and this hasn't gotten like an official announcement yet, but Clueless is supposed to be getting a 4K Steelbook from Paramount sometime in July. There's an actual announcement up on Blu-ray.com, but I don't think it's the official announcement. So I think it's possible that we could be getting a slipcover option as well. And the actual image that they're showing, like of the Steelbook, kind of looks like a slipcover. Now, I will say this Steelbook that they're showing does not look like the yellow one that came out a couple of years ago. So that's a good thing. Oh, and Tommy Boy just came out. Got 2 steelbooks and a slipcover. So hopefully Clueless, they get the same treatment, maybe a nice new steelbook, Walmart steelbook or something like that, with some accessories like the Tommy Boy had the map. Maybe Clueless can have something to go along with it. I only hope that Clueless is a better restoration than Tommy Boy was, because Tommy Boy, I was not happy with that. And both of those are the same year. 1995 is when both those films came out. But yeah, Clueless, definitely a classic 90s teen comedy. I grew up watching Clueless. I have an older sister that's 6 years older than me. She loved the movie, so we watched it all the time. So I definitely got a lot of nostalgia for Clueless, and I'll probably for sure be getting the 4K at some point. But yeah, that's exciting for sure. Sometime in July that'll be coming out. Next up, guys, this is actually like really exciting. I've talked about Nightmare on Elm Street several times on the channel and expressed my disappointment for, Warner Brothers handling it, because I just didn't think they were going to do the job that we all needed them to do. I felt like it would be in better hands with like an Arrow Video or maybe a Screen Factory. We would get the best possible restorations. We would get new features. We would get that nice like box set release. I think all of us just felt like it would be in better hands with the boutique labels. It looks like Warner Brothers is actually going the extra mile with Nightmare on Elm Street, and I appreciate that. And this is kind of in line with the direction that Warner Brothers has been going in, like adding new features and stuff like that. We've seen new releases from them come out and have new special features. North by Northwest, Blazing Saddles, those came out last year, had brand new features. Constantine came out this year, had a new feature. Twister came out, had a new feature. So they're doing this type of stuff more and more. But apparently, guys, there's going to be new features for at least Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, because Robert Englund took a photo with director Jack Shoulder, and this was shared on his Instagram. And I think Jack Shoulder also shared some stuff on his Facebook as well, but I'm not really on Facebook, so I got the information for that like secondhand. But yeah, Robert Englund, Jack Shoulder took a picture. Robert Englund shared this on Instagram, and basically he said, "Hey, we shot some new special features for the new 4K restoration of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Now, maybe Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 is the only one of the bunch that's getting new features, because Nightmare 1 didn't get new features, and I don't think they're going to go back and retroactively add features to Nightmare 1. But I could see him doing new features for Nightmare 3, Nightmare 4, Nightmare 5. Maybe we can get Rennie Harlan to come back and talk about Nightmare 4. That would be cool, because he's doing a lot more stuff, 4K restorations. We got the image of the director of Freddy's Dead. She, of course, took a picture of herself and said she was working on the restoration. Maybe we'll get Rachel Tallahay, I think is her name. Maybe we'll get some new features from her, but that's exciting to hear if it's only for Nightmare 2. Because there's new features on this, and I think that's freaking awesome. But not only that, Jack also commented, and again, this is the information I got secondhand from his Facebook. Jack also commented on how good the new 4K restoration of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 Freddy's Revenge looked, and how they upgraded the original mono mix to a Dolby Atmos track. So it seems like they're going like all the way with some of these movies, and he was just commenting on like how different parts of the movie sounded and all that stuff, and it sounds great, guys. So like, I think that Warner Brothers is giving us a little bit more than we expected from them, and that's a great thing. And maybe we'll actually, like, I was under the impression that we would probably, this is coming out in the States, or the assumption, or I just assumed that if this was coming out in the United States, we were going to get a thin little, box set release like the Rocky set, with the flippable trays and all that stuff with the disc inside. I assume we would get that, and it would probably be the same artwork we got on the Blu-ray set back in the day. I don't know if that's the case. I feel like we might, and we better be getting this announcement like sometime soon. We need to know. We need to freaking know, especially if this is coming out in September. I feel like they might do some kind of box set. Now, we got the Steelbook announcement, over in the UK. I think you can still pre-order that off of Zabi, and it looks like we're going to be getting individual Steelbooks for all 7 of the original Nightmare films, from the first one to Wes Craven's New Nightmare. That's available to pre-order, and I think it's going for like $280 right now on Zavi. So it's a steep price point for that set, but they're supposed to be individual steelbooks inside of a big like steel tin case with like foam padding inside, kind of like the Rambo set, like the Harry Potter set, like the Superman set that they've done in the past. But I feel like we might be getting something a little bit extra in the States. I feel like they may do like some kind of really cool box set, especially if they're going in and doing special features and stuff. And it's just like fingers crossed, guys, that we do. Fingers crossed that Warner Brothers recognizes the importance and the significance of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, and we actually get something substantial over here in the States, other than just a thin, cardboard case with the flippable disc inside of a larger 4K case. But yeah, guys, this is exciting just to hear this, just to hear that we're getting new features and having the director's comments on how they're coming in to approve the restorations. Like, this just feels like they're actually like doing something big here, and they're actually giving this franchise the respect and treatment that it so desperately deserves, especially after that crappy Blu-ray box set that came out back in, I think, 2011. But let me know what you think about all that stuff, guys. I think that's very exciting. The fact that we're getting new features for Nightmare 2, even though Nightmare 2 is not my favorite Nightmare, not by a long stretch. Like, it's probably on the lower tier for me, but it's still exciting to hear that there are new features being worked on in this box set. That I think is pretty damn awesome. All right, let's get into the next bit of news, guys. We got a Minecraft movie coming out from Warner Brothers. So this just came out over the weekend. I actually saw this in the theaters, and my wife and I are going to have a review up on our channel, Married with Media. Shout out to that channel. If you haven't subscribed, go down there and hit the subscribe button. But yeah, I saw this in the theaters over the weekend. Usually Warner Brothers are pretty good about getting those pre-orders up, and we already got a Minecraft Steelbook up on Groove.com, and I believe by the time I put this out, it'll probably be up on Amazon as well. But you're going to have a 4K Steelbook, you're going to have a 4K, you're going to have a Blu-ray, and the pre-order is up on Groove, and like I said, it'll probably be up on Amazon as well. I think a DVD also. And I will have all those links, guys, all the Amazon links that we talk about here today. I'll try to link as much as I can down below in the description. I like to make it as easy on you guys as possible, but also the Amazon links I have down below are affiliate links for all the deals, all the pre-orders, all the new releases I talk about. All that stuff is Amazon affiliate links. If you use those, you do help support the channel, and I would greatly Appreciate that. But yeah, a Minecraft movie. Warner Brothers already got a 4K Steelbook up on Groove, 4K, Blu-ray, all that stuff. Did you see the movie? I think a lot of people saw it. It's doing pretty well at the box office. Let me know in the comment section below. We've also got a Two Towers 4K Steelbook coming out from Warner Brothers. Of course, we got Fellowship of the Ring, I think earlier this year, maybe late last year. This is getting a standalone 4K Steelbook from Warner Brothers on May the 27th. I think this one will be available. I know it's up on Groove, but I think it will be available on Amazon as well. We've also got the Monkey. I think we talked about the Monkey a few weeks ago. This has an official release date from Decal Releasing, June the 24th. We're going to be getting a 4K and a Blu-ray for this movie. I'll probably definitely be getting this one just because I didn't check it out in the theaters, and I am quite a big fan of Osgood Perkins. I think he's done some good work in the horror genre, and I'm excited to see this one. Even though I think this one's pretty divisive amongst horror fans. But I'm still excited to see it, and I'll probably get this one. But yeah, the Monkey, are you excited for it? Let me know in the comment section below. Black Bag. We talked about Black Bag coming out last week from Universal. Sorry, guys, I'm getting tongue-tied. Coming out from Universal, May the 13th. We talked about it just getting a Blu-ray. Turns out it's also getting a 4K. So Universal is not doing the Universal thing and just putting out the Blu-ray and the 4K 6 months later. They're actually giving us both on the same date, on the same release date, May the 13th. So that is definitely nice to know. And I think both of those have pre-order options up right now currently. We also got I Know What You Did Last Summer, getting a 4K Steelbook from Sony, June the 24th. So of course, I Know What You Did Last Summer already got a 4K, and it's still available. I think it's like 23 bucks. And it's a great 4K. I reviewed it on this channel. It's one of the best 4Ks that Sony's ever done. It looks so freaking good. But if you want this Steelbook, they're giving you this option as well, and it comes out from Sony on June the 24th. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that there was a slipcover option available right now, that you don't have to get this Steelbook, because I feel like some people might think, oh, this is the first time it's coming out. It's not. It came out, I think, 3 years ago. I Know What You Did Last Summer came out on 4K. We also got When Evil Lurks, coming to 4K from Shudder. This is coming out on June the 3rd, $23.99 pre-order currently. Now, this is one, When Evil Lurks came out on Blu-ray a year ago. Now it's coming out on 4K. So this is the kind of thing that feels a little shady to me. Now, this does say it's Shudder that's putting this one out. I think they're working with RLJE to do it. And that's who did the Blu-ray. But yeah, this one, I don't like it when these, like, if you're going to do the 4K, and I think they're getting better at it, like RLJE, Decal Releasing, they're getting better at it. Recognizing that we want the 4K, we want the Blu-ray. It's a little bit of dirty dealings when they do the Blu-ray, then they do the 4K. But hopefully they're starting to realize that a little bit more. But this is a nice slipcover on this. I will say this is a really good artwork on the slipcover. It's different than the Blu-ray that came out. And When the Evil Lurks, like, if you didn't get it, it's a great film, and it will probably look really good on 4K as well. Really gruesome and bloody, and just, yeah, very disturbing as well. So I do recommend the film, and if you haven't got the Blu-ray, maybe get the 4K when it comes out on June the 3rd. We also got High Society coming to 4K, and this is the second Warner Archive 4K that they're doing. Now, I have not seen this film. It's got Bing Crosby in it, and this is coming out May the 27th. But look, guys, I see Warner Archive doing a 4K, especially after the job they did on the Searchers, and I'll probably get this just to check out, like, how great the picture quality is, because I think it'll be pretty damn awesome. So it's really cool to see Warner Archive dive into 4K and do more of these classic films in 4K. Definitely love to see that. And speaking of Warner Archive, we got Lean On Me coming out on Blu-ray, guys. This is one I remember growing up with, watching all the time on cable when I was a kid. So I'll probably definitely get this one. But yeah, coming out from Warner Archive for the first time on Blu-ray on May the 27th. We've also got The Crazies from 2010, not the George A. Romero movie, but the remake that came out with Timothy Olyphant. I remember seeing this one I remember seeing this one in the theaters back in the day. There we go. We got there. But this is getting a 4K Steelbook from Lionsgate. There's no official announcement. But we got kind of a leak from the Blu-ray.com forums, Maffoon Fan. I don't think that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. And then Don the Disc shared it on his page. So yeah, The Crazies looks like a great Steelbook. I will for sure get it because I just had The Crazies on DVD. So yeah, this is definitely, I think this is an underrated remake. I don't think a lot of people give this one the appreciation it deserves. So I'm definitely excited to watch that one again on 4K Steelbook from Lionsgate when it comes out. And then, guys, we got the second sight announcements. I did a whole video on these, so I'm not going to go too in depth on it, but the Nice Guys 4K is coming out. Super excited for that. And then Talk to Me 4K is coming out. Not so excited for that. I could think of about 20 to 30 A24 films I would like to see get the Second Sight 4K treatment before Talk to Me. But cool. I know there's a lot of fans of that movie, so if you want to get it, that's awesome. Then we got the Vinegar Syndrome April announcements. Did an entire video on that last week, but the big ones that I talked about were Drop Zone coming to 4K, and then Lucio Fulci's Murder Rock getting a 4K release as well. So yeah, if you want to see all the details for that, go check out my video that I did, I think, last Tuesday. And then we got the Scream Factory, the official Scream Factory June announcements, and the pre-orders are currently up on Amazon. Again, I'll have those linked down below. But I talked about these briefly last week on the Physical Media Report, but that was before they were officially announced by Shout Factory and Scream Factory. But we have Monkey Shines coming to 4K. A lot of monkey stuff coming out, guys. We got The Monkey, then we got Monkey Shines coming to 4K. June the 3rd, we got Lord of Illusions coming to 4K on June the 10th. We got Bring It On coming to 4K on June the 23rd. We got Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia coming out on 4K on June the 3rd. We got Return of the Living Dead. And actually, that Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia, I didn't realize that was a Sam Peckinpah film. So I'll probably get that at some point because I do love me some Sam Peckinpah. Then we got Return of the Living Dead 4K Steelbook on June the 10th. We got the Dead Zone 4K Steelbook on June the 10th. Now, these are not Walmart exclusive. These are actually up on Amazon as well. And then lastly, we got a standard JFK 4K release coming out on June the 24th. So, and next up, guys, it's been a while since I've done this, but we're bringing it back. Physical media woes. And this is to kind of highlight some issues and problems that are going on right now in the world of physical media, delays, replacement disc programs, all that kind of stuff, which we have a delay here that I'm so upset about, guys. But now both of these we're going to talk about are from Arrow Video. Arrow Video, I love them, but they're not having a fantastic year when it comes to some of this stuff. They've done good stuff this year, but they're not having a fantastic year when it's coming to delays and problems with their discs and things like that. So hopefully the second half of 2025 is a little bit better and a little bit cleaner for Arrow Video, because I think they're kind of struggling out the gate this year for sure. But the Cell, there was a problem with the Cell 4K. There was a scene that repeated itself. I actually did a review on it back in January, so go check out that review if you missed it. But the Cell 4K disc replacement program is currently in effect. This was shared by the Digital Bits. They had one of the readers that got theirs, and they shared that to the Digital Bits. So there's actually a picture of that, of them getting the replacement disc. And the Digital Bits actually shared the link to request your disc, which again is available right now. So apparently you can reach out to Arrow Video, request the disc. Should you have to do that? I don't think so. I think that Arrow Video should just automatically send this to you wherever you bought it from. They should send it to you. But unfortunately, that's not how it works with Arrow Video. You got to actually, get on their website and request the disc replacement. But yeah, they shared the link to request, and I will link that down below in the description. So yeah, if you have the Cell on 4K and you want to get your 4K disc replaced, then you can do so right now. Again, I will link that down below. We've also got the Fistful of Dollars 4K from Arrow Video. It has been delayed, pushed to May 12th due to production delays. So my only question here, guys, and this is disappointing for me because I was so looking forward to this. Now, it's only a few weeks that I have to wait. Again, this is first world physical media problems, right? I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the entire world, but again, it was one that I was just really looking forward to. But my issue here, or not issue, but just what I'm wondering is this going to affect the release dates of the other two that are coming out? For a few dollars more, supposed to come out in May. Is that going to be pushed to June? Is The Good, the Bad, the Ugly going to be pushed to July? Or are they just going to push all these back? And like, the thing that I'm wondering is, why not just like get all this stuff together and release it all at once? Like, why not just put this stuff out in June, like all together? I guess maybe because these are such like big, ambitious releases and they just wanted them to have their own spotlight to shine. Like, maybe that's the case. But I mean, they announced them all together. This is just a weird like release strategy in general for Arrow Video, I think, or just different from what they usually do. So that's the only thing that I wonder. Will this actually affect the release date of the other two, and are there going to be production delay problems with those and all that. But at the end of the day, guys, what I always say is I would rather than fix whatever the problem is, make us wait a few more weeks, then we get the disc, discover there's issues. Not that I think this is like anything to do with like issues with the disc. It may just be the fact that they didn't produce enough for the amount of pre-orders that they got, which is a good thing. And they got to make some more before they put this out. It could be something as simple as that. But I would rather them get this stuff ready to go and get it right before they put it out for us to buy and consume, and then discover that there's a problem with the disc and we got to do a disc replacement program. So I'm happy that they're delaying it, fixing whatever issues that they have, but it is disappointing for sure. And you know, this was shared on Arrow Video on their Instagram page. So I can, you know, read what they wrote here real quick before we move on. But basically they said, we want to make sure that A Fistful of Dollars, Sergio Leone's groundbreaking spaghetti western, is released in the most definitive edition on the market. Sadly, its original release date will be moved due to production delays. Therefore, we have had to push the release back to May the 12th. We understand this will come as a disappointment for all fans of The Man with No Name, and our team are working tirelessly to bring you its ultimate presentation. So, I mean, that kind of implies that there's something wrong with the actual presentation of the disc. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but that's kind of what they're making it sound like. So maybe it is some kind of a problem with the transfer of the disc, and they had to fix it and reproduce the disc and stuff, and that's what's going on. But again, you know, hopefully this doesn't delay the other two. I would love to get A Fistful of Dollars and For a Few Dollars More in the same month, and then get The Good, the Bad, the Ugly in June for sure. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments section below. Are you happy that they're fixing the problem, delaying it, or are you just pissed off that it's delayed? Let me know that in the comment section below. What do you think? What's your thoughts on Arrow Video in 2025 and all the issues? Let me know that in the comment section below. I think everybody's got their own opinion, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And next up, guys, let's dive into some deals that are going on right now, some sales. We got the Keno sale, of course, the March Madness sale going on until April the 21st. We got the Easter Carnage Arrow Video sale going on until April the 22nd, which I've actually got a video on that, just kind of recommendations of stuff that's worth it in that sale, because there's not a lot that's worth it. Then we got the Indicator sale that actually started last Monday. You got pretty much one day to take part in this until tomorrow, so it actually ends on April the 8th. And I'll have all those links down below, guys. Then we got the Groove video game movie sale. So they got a bunch of video game movies on 4K, Blu-ray, and DVD right now currently on their site. In addition to multiple other sales. Groove is always running sales. And then the big Amazon sales that are going on currently right now, guys. We got The Exorcist 3 4K down to $18.25, which is a great price point for a 4K, especially from Screen Factory. Then we got Election on 4K, the Paramount Presents edition, for $18.18. Tommy Boy on 4K is already, I guess people are recognizing this is not a good 4K. It is down to $16.99, the standard version. Then we got The Ring on 4K. It's down to $14.49, which was a good restoration. That was a good transfer of The Ring on 4K from Paramount. Then we got Death on the Nile 4K for $13.84. That's a Disney title. And we got Young Frankenstein on Blu-ray, guys. The reason I bring this up, it's on Blu-ray for $7.86, is because usually when these Blu-rays dip in price, they go down. A 4K could be on the horizon, and I feel like Young Frankenstein is due for a 4K upgrade for sure, especially since we got Blazing Saddles last year. I think Warner Brothers also owns Young Frankenstein as well. So I would love to get Young Frankenstein on 4K maybe this October, November, and that's the reason why the Blu-ray is kind of dipped down a little bit in price. Then we got Turtles Mutant Mayhem on 4K for $17.53, and Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunter on 4K for $13.96. And any other deals that pop up, because I am filming this a day before it actually comes out, I will link down below in the deals section in my description. And lastly, guys, let's go ahead and get into what is new this week. There's not a ton that is coming out this week, but I will run down some titles real quick. We have the Long Kiss Goodnight on 4K from Arrow Video for $30.99. Now, I do have my copy right here and will be reviewing it at some point this week. I've watched it and I will be reviewing it, so look out for that review. We've also got Sorority House Massacre coming to 4K from Screen Factory for $32.99. We've got Some Like It Hot coming out on 4K from Criterion for $34.99. We got Just Friends finally coming out on Blu-ray from Warner Archive. They announced this for January, keeps getting pushed. It looks like it's actually coming out because it actually has a pre-order on Amazon. But yeah, this is going to be $21.99. Hard Boiled is coming out. Blu-ray 3-film box set from Radiance Films for $40.99. I unboxed that on the channel a few weeks ago. So again, go check out my previous unboxings. Then we got the Film Noir Dark Side of Cinema Volume 25 box set, Blu-ray box set from Kino Lorber for $34.99. We got the Vordelac Blu-ray, which I feel like that's a recent film from 2023 or 2024. This is coming out from Oscilloscope for $39.99. Then we got I'm All Right, Jack Blu-ray coming out from Kino Lorber for $29.95. We got Jade Blu-ray from Wellgo USA coming out for $29.98. We got Revolver Blu-ray coming out from Wellgo USA for $33.49. And lastly, we have Good Bad Things coming out on Blu-ray from Music Box Films for $28.49. And with that, guys, we are done with this week's edition of the Physical Media Report. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. If you can, drop this video a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on bell notifications for all future videos, comment down below, what are you excited about? Let me know in the comment section below, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.